on the Instagram where a young kid was comparing you to Nas and saying that you got
that's my young boy.
big hits.
He's wild.
Yo, he looked to you. He learned how to wear the BB Simon belt from you. He got his swag. Like, how crazy is that? Because in my era, you know what I'm saying? Nas is like a god.
In my era too. I mean,
so to be compared,
let me
that young kid out.
He was young and we loved that he loved Jim Jones. I want you to break it down.
Let's break this down. I admired Nas, but remember Nas' first record, The Barbecue, came out when I was in 11th grade.
Yes.
So Nas was my idol when I was young. Like you did, came to dressing, the wordplay, the music, everything. I was a superior Nas fan. Period. I'd never take that away from him. But then as I got in the game, you got to realize that your rivals would be idols, and not to take anything away from that. I developed my own style and my own lane that these kids start to gravitate towards the same way I gravitated towards Nas when I was younger and things like that. It's a whole different generation. We're talking about 94, 93. I was in 11th grade. Nigga, it's 2025. There's a big gap there, you know what I mean? And I want people to understand that. So when Shorty's telling people that, yeah, he's 20-some years old, that goes to show the part of the era that he's in, that I came into light and started going crazy, that these kids love me. They don't really know who Nas is. If he's 22, he's born in 03.
Not all of them. Some of them know. But
you know what I mean?
A lot of them don't.
Yes.
But it's the era.
Some music.
No,
there's some kids that.
No, I love that.
There's some kids that love hip hop.
20, so I mean,
but he's your son.
He's your son.
He's your son.
No, but he knows.
My son can't tell you one Nas record. You heard? Like, let's keep it a buck here.
Yeah, but
like, let's keep it a buck. You heard? Let's keep it a buck because you'll bring it up. There must be some type of misconception or what's that word when it comes to Jim Jones and what Jim Jones have done in this game. A lot of these rappers...
We made them take the darkies off.
A lot of these rappers have done a tremendous job, and I take nothing away from them, but they forget I got a hell of a catalog. Me, Jim Jones, myself, gold records, platinum records, gold albums, platinum albums. No, me, Jim Jones. No diplomats, no nobody else. Me, Jim Jones. Check my track record. Then check everybody else's track record. Then go to the billboards and check all my entries. Then check all them niggas' entries and shit like that. And I'm not taking nothing away from nobody. But I hear the comparisons and the niggas be trying to act funny when it comes. No, I've been spanking a lot of this shit. I'm talking about the industry. I've been putting on. So let's not get into that where we get into numbers and I got to show you the statistics of what I've done. You heard to what other people was done. You heard them. If you want to go to the billboard entries, pull up Nas billboard entries, then pull up my billboard entries.
Listen, we can't compare the two. What I'm trying to tell you is
I want to go there. I want to go down the line now, because now we going down the line. He's a rapper and I'm a rapper.
Listen,
let's go statistically.
It feels great.
No, but I want to go statistically, because when people be like,
I feel the same way. We all feel the same way.
And forget about the numbers. You heard? My numbers back up.
Let me step up to the forefront. Us in the music of hip-hop culture have a problem, is a thing. And there's nothing, the world goes off numbers, but in hip-hop, we don't pay enough homage to those before us the correct way. And sometimes it's even myself. So it gets... No other genre of music fucking, I don't even know who to use.
Yeah, but you gotta understand, hip-hop is like basketball.
Jelly Roll's never gonna say that about...
Hip-hop is like basketball. John Morant get on the court with LeBron, he's going to kill LeBron. So this is what this is about.
Any song, any of that shit is murder,
this is what this is about.
That don't got nothing
there's
to
nothing
do with
there's never is me. Putting me up against anybody, I'm taking me every time.
You're supposed to.
Okay, but let me say something though, Jim.
In every category, I get busy.
You started off saying you grew up watching Nas. The only problem,
I didn't take that away from
the only situation I'm saying now to you, right? There is no situation.
I always tell people that
kids should
story.
worship you.
You fucking started.
No, I'm not doing this. I did not know it was going
mad
there.
at you because you're really friends with him.
He gonna be mad at you.
Not me. I don't know him. You heard?
Oh, he's a beautiful guy.
I understand
That's my
that.
brother.
No, he's a
But he
beautiful
gonna be
guy.
mad at y'all.
Well,
Why
I'm
would y'all bring my
mad at
name
me.
up in that conversation, bro? Like,
He
come
just
on,
asked
bro.
you
Yeah, but
about
we didn't
something.
know all that.
What he
We
do
already-
all the time, something
Alright,
he
gonna
saw on
put
the
me-
internet
You're not
that
gonna
he
mention
didn't
me
have to
next to
ask.
nobody. I'm not gonna talk
You
my
didn't
shit.
have to do that.
I'm a
Right?
pop mines every
It's your
time. You
fault.
heard?
Can we
I'm
go?
I just
Can we
told
go?
the people
Good audio.
he's not doing
You heard?
none of that. And
I'm
what
looking.
did he do?
Good
He went
audio
over
on.
there and
You
did-
heard?
Listen.
Niggas don't even know about the audio.
Can we
you heard?
talk? Can
You
we
heard?
talk? Can we talk
Yeah,
about?
do it.
All right. I love this interview, although it was very painful. It was at a tough time. When I seen you, I don't forget where it was at, if it was Hot 97 or something, where you were just saying, yo, you a family man, you never made no excuses, even when you went through tough times. You know, you took care of your family. They never knew you was going through tough times. I applaud you with that interview. I feel like that's one of them classic interviews that stands out to me in hip hop music. Do you feel like after that interview now, do you feel like that's what you was talking about? Like, I'm gonna fight my way back to the top and I feel good right now about where I'm at in the world? Because I love that interview.
Well, that interview was just a testament of where I was at the time and the things that I knew I had to do in order for me to progress. And
Think he brought the temperature back down.
I mean,
I don't want to hear that shit. I got you. I'm
I
talking
switch
to
this shit off and on, you heard? I got different characters I gotta play. We talk about the sport and I'm gonna go hard, you heard? We talk about
Yeah, but
shit.
let's talk about
But that's how
that interview and the passion you had behind
I
that.
still got the same passion as you can see. You heard? I'm a passionate brother. I wear my heart on my sleeve. I cry a lot of shit like that. I'm very emotional. So when people talk about me, I gotta stand up for me because nobody else gonna stand up for me, as you see. You heard? I fight all my battles on my own. I take losses and I take my wins the same way. You heard? The same smirk, just like this. Yeah, let's get this correct, because you know, and the media stretch this shit so many different ways. When they see me get excited, I get excited because I'm a very passionate person. Everybody knows this, and as a man, when you talk about me, I'm always gonna pick me first. But as a fan, I'm one of the biggest fans of Nas. I know one of his albums word for word, back and forth. Like that was my era when I was first coming outside and things like that. Nas had wrote the playbook for how we was running the streets and things like that. He also dressed the way we was running the streets back then and things like that. And not to take him away from my Harlem niggas, but Nas had a hold on us and shit like that when we was younger and things like that. The same way Pac had a hold on us. But from New York City, he came with a whole different flavor and a different cadence at the time that was well needed. It switched from what we heard in Big Daddy Kane to a whole nother way of hustlers was talking and rhyming and things like that. And everybody understood that. Like, yo, he would, like, I can never take away anything that he's done in the game. I can't, you heard? And that's not it. But as a competitive man, that's all I'm doing is popping my shit. And this is what hip hop is about. But for the most part, I got no problem with Nas. Shouts to Nas. Shouts to all them guys.
Who's most
like that.
influenced you now?